Habitat requirements. Like we mentioned in the previous video, Habitat has some requirements for your insurance policy. Why does Habitat have requirements for my homeowner's insurance policy? Habitat requires that you have homeowner's insurance to protect you from financial risk, but also to protect its investment in your home. Habitat's requirements for your homeowner's insurance policy make sure that Habitat's financial investment in your home, your loan, is protected in case of an unexpected event. What are Habitat's requirements? The first requirement that was mentioned earlier is that you cannot have a deductible more than $1,000. So if an unexpected event occurs, you do not have to pay more than $1,000. The second requirement Habitat has for your insurance policy is that it covers replacement cost and not the actual cash value, or ACV. What is the difference? Insurance policies that cover the replacement cost will give you money after a damaging event to cover the cost of replacing an item or rebuilding your home like new. Actual cash value does not cover the cost of totally rebuilding your home or replacing your items. Instead, it only reimburses you for the amount your home or item was worth prior to the loss. In other words, actual cash value takes into account depreciation, or the loss of value of items over time. For example, if you bought a couch for $1,000 5 years ago, its value now, minus depreciation, may only be $500. If you experienced a fire in your home that destroyed that couch and have actual cash value coverage, your insurance company will only pay you $500, what they think the couch was worth at the time of the loss, to replace it. If you have replacement cost coverage, which Habitat requires, you'll be paid $1,000, the full cost to replace, by your insurance company. What do these two requirements, that my insurance policy has a deductible less than $1,000 and covers replacement cost and not actual cash value, mean for me? Insurance policies with less coverage that have higher deductibles and only cover actual cash value replacement will have lower premiums. Another requirement Habitat has for your homeowner's insurance policy is that it provides coverage for a full year. Your insurance policy must also allow notification to Habitat 30 days before expiration of coverage if a policy is not renewed or if a policy is canceled. What does that mean? This means that notice needs to be sent to Habitat each year when you renew your policy. It also means that you need to find a new insurance policy and notify Habitat before you cancel your current policy if you are unhappy with your current policy or company. If Habitat does not receive notification of renewal or a new insurance policy 30 days before the current policy is set to expire or cancel, then Habitat will put homeowners insurance in place for you. Wouldn't it be more convenient for me if Habitat put insurance in place for me? While it may seem like this could save you the step of having to find an insurance policy or renew your current one, you want to avoid Habitat placing insurance on your home. This kind of insurance is called force-placed. It is usually more expensive than regular homeowners insurance and does not provide coverage for personal belongings or liability for injury or damage to others' belongings. Your policy must also include a mortgagee loss payee clause. What does that mean? The mortgagee is the person giving the loan, in this case Habitat. You, the homeowner, are the mortgagor, or the person that receives the loan. A loss payee is the person that is paid from an insurance claim. A mortgagee loss payee clause lists Habitat as one of the people that can be paid the money from an insurance claim. Does this mean if I file a claim, Habitat is paid and I am not? It depends. Insurance is confusing, and it is different depending on the situation. However, generally, you are paid for personal property, liability coverage, and the loss of use coverage claims. These are claims when your property is destroyed or stolen. You are responsible for paying for injury or property damage that you, your family members, or your animals caused, or you have to pay to live somewhere other than your home while it is repaired or rebuilt. For dwelling claims, or claims that relate to repairing or rebuilding the structure of your home, larger claims are made out to both you and Habitat. This means that both you and Habitat are listed on the check, and both you and Habitat have to sign the check before you can use the money to pay for repairs or rebuilding. For smaller claims, only you are paid, and you are responsible for making sure that money is spent on appropriate repairs. However, remember that this is only usually, and each situation and policy is different. The most important thing to know about the mortgagee loss payee clause is that it allows Habitat to be paid as well as you. This clause is included because Habitat wants to make sure that their investment in your property is protected. The last requirement has to do with homes that are part of homeowners associations, or HOAs. If you live in a home that has a HOA, you need to have walls-in coverage. What is walls-in coverage? Walls-in coverage is coverage of the structure of your home from the walls in, as well as your personal property. This covers your floors and internal walls, what is not covered by the master insurance policy of your HOA.